Hello, hello. Happy Friday. So sorry, I got caught up in the Bloomberg news, and then I forget that I'm actually on webinar right now. Yeah. Anyway, as you have seen here, the bank emergency loan suddenly spiked up during the last few weeks lah. But I'm looking at majority of the regional bank. They seems to be doing so far so good lah. So far so good. So I personally exited Wells Fargo's already. If you have not, right, you can choose to hold on or choose to exit lah. Okay, because I mean I entered it as a holy crap the regional bank. Okay. It's year to date. Scare me. Yeah, as I was saying, I personally have exited Wells Fargo's already. I mean, I entered it as a YOLO trade, and since the option price has gone up to very close to 100%. When I exit, it was like 97% like that. But yesterday, Wells Fargo went down a bit, but it shouldn't diminish most of the option premium lah. If you are still holding, right, you can choose to exit. If you want to continue to hold on, I think is fine also. Generally, I will believe that, but totally up to you lah. I'm pretty much happy with the profit from Wells Fargo's lah. Okay. So who's happy with the Seagate? Seagate actually provided a last minute miracle. Anyone still holding on? Holy crap, it's dropping another 2%. We might actually meet the $55 mark. Anyone still holding on to Seagate or not? All the daredevils. Seems like everyone exited already. But anyway, right? I know in the past few weeks, a lot of people panic, a lot of people want to exit, run fast. But for options, right, it is important to hold on because if this kind of thing happened during the last week before it expire, right, especially this kind of earnings scenario. So if you notice, for majority of the options contract, right, the expiration tend to include the earnings lah, so that if we need some form of miracle, right, the earnings can actually push the price down. So it is important to hold on to your option contract lah. And then we finally have that 9% down yesterday. In fact, when it opened, it was about, I believe, 5 to 6% down, and then it recovered, and then it went all the way down. So TSM also not doing that well. Initially, it was like positive yesterday, but even then, right, it kind of closed towards the lower end, and now it is gapping down. So the upstream chip counters are things like Micron, TSM, ASML, all these companies, right, they are now facing a glut, as in there's a oversupply of chips. So 2 years ago, right, we have chip shortage. Everywhere you go is like chip shortage, and then everybody suddenly want to buy TSM because it is like the chip provider for every single company out there. Is like, I can tell you, TSM is the most boring of the boring company ever out there lah. Okay. So but fast forward 2 years, we now have oversupplies of chip, and it is quite common for the past 2 years, not just chip, actually for a lot of companies, right? They overproduce, and then they have a lot of inventory, and then they cannot get rid of the inventory because now demand is going down. Okay, even back in COVID-19, remember all the glove counter, all the medical supply counter, they expand, overproduce, and then after that, once COVID-19 is over, nobody want glove already, and then the share price just went all the way back to like the pre-COVID level. I think some company even worse than the pre-COVID level, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so it's quite common, especially when you have a sudden spike in stimulus, which is what we saw in 2020, and then after that followed by an extreme contraction with the rate hike. We have 75 basis point hike 4 times in a row, 4 sessions of 75 basis point hike in a row, right? It can cause this kind of things to happen in the economy lah, and it is highly correlated to the stock market itself also. So you need to be able to spot all these kind of stuff lah, if you are going for like short position or long position or whatever lah. Okay, so we have Tesla. Tesla yesterday went down 9%. So if you got the YOLO shorts yesterday, depending on where you enter, right, you should be in profit lah, be it options or be it stocks. Today it is recovering a bit, but I'm not really worried about this recovery, okay? Because yes, if it falls like close to 10% in a day, right, definitely there'll be dip buyers now, okay? So, but I think this dip buyers, this round of dip buyers will not be sort of strong enough, because what we are seeing is Tesla is actually facing earning contraction already, meaning their earnings is going down. The earning is like, for the first time, it is lesser than the previous earning, which goes to say a lot lah. Mainly because Tesla is actually a very highly priced stock. It has a very high PE compared to the rest of the sector. If you look at General Motors, if you look at Ford, right, the premium on the stock is not very high. The PE is like 9 or 10. It's like single digit lah for majority of the Tesla competitors. But Tesla have a PE of 30, mainly because people are buying for the growth. People are buying for the 50% growth, 60% growth, because that is what Elon Musk promised lah. He said that Tesla will be able to achieve 50% earning growth for the quarters lah, for most of the quarters. And then you can see net income, right? Yes, 900%, 400%, 700%, 600%, 97%, 60%. And then the latest one, not yet updated, is actually negative already. It went into negative already, all the way from 60% to negative. So if Tesla earning growth is contracting, right, then there is not really a very strong reason to justify the high PE ratio compared to the peers lah. So I do think that it has a long way down. I do think it has a long way to go down, but hopefully it can retest the $100 this level here lah. Of course, it is not going to go one line down lah. Okay, it may recover a bit, but our option expiry is in May 19. We still have about 1 month out, so I will continue to hold on to this to see what's going on now. Okay, hopefully it will do this kind of pattern here lah. Okay, it will do this kind of pattern. Sorry, it will do this kind of pattern here. So we have the very big gap down, but that gap down is followed by more gap down candles lah. Hopefully lah. And then Elon Musk is failing to pay a lot of fees on Twitter. So who knows, he may have to sell his Tesla share to fund all this stuff lah. Yesterday the SpaceX shuttle blew up also. I'm not sure what really what's really going on there also. And then we have Apple. Apple today, just now it was like down by minus 1.4% like that. Currently it recovered back a bit lah. Currently the pre-market price is recovering back a bit. But for Apple, right, I mean, we have the option expiring today lah. Okay, so Apple gone case already. We can't really expect anything much from Apple already, but we will re-enter again if we see more downside with more further out expiration lah. And I believe Celsius also gone case already, because it's going to expire today lah. Okay, and the price didn't really change much. So here's for Celsius, right? I do want to mention the difference between options and buying the stock. I know a lot of you buy options, but you don't really know how options work, what's going on in the option, and then I tend to receive a lot of messages on, hey, how. Be reminded that I'm not your one-to-one I'm not here to give you one-to-one counsel, okay? Because if I do that, right, I need to tend to like 300-400 people already, and that's going to take up a lot of time now, okay? So if you are messing with option, right, please at least try to understand what is option. Go and figure out by yourself. Please be self-sustainable. Don't expect to get spoon-fed everything, okay? Option is not something that I can teach you within a few lines over a Facebook Messenger, okay? So there's a reason why you are given the option to play the stock, okay? You are given the choice to play the stock if you do not understand option. And here, right, Celsius Holding, right, if you look at this price, it is exactly the same price at the time that we entered. It is like we entered around $91. Currently, it is at 19.80. So if you are holding the stock, you are not losing any money. You can still continue to hold on to it because it seems like it is gaining a bit of upward momentum now. Okay, you can still continue to hold on to it. But for the option folks, we actually have no choice because our option expired today, meaning we are going to lose that money from our option. In my case, I think I'm going to lose about $3,000, $3,000 to $3,500. But if you have the stock, right, at this point in time, you can actually choose to exit the stock at break even if you feel that the capital can be deployed somewhere else. But of course, in my personal, since I'm the one that come up with the trade idea for Celsius Holding, right? In my opinion, I think the trade is still valid for Celsius Holding. It is just that the option expired. So if I am holding the stock, right, I will continue to hold on to the stock. But because I am holding, because we traded option previously, now I have to make the decision of whether do I want to re-enter options again or not. And the answer to that, right, it is not as simple. It is not very like shortcut like that. Oh yeah, wow, the technical still support there, here, this and that, and then you enter like very simple like that. No, because I actually need to go and find out whether if the fundamental change anything. Why didn't the stock price rally during the earnings? Because we entered one day before the earning. How come the stock price didn't rally? What is causing the stock price to not rally? What is preventing the Celsius from rallying? What are the causes? Is there any is there any negative things about the fundamental that I missed out? I need to go and recheck all of those stuff again. Okay, so it's not very simple. It's not a simple decision that we can just simply look at the chart and go and make that decision and immediately re-roll the option or immediately go and place the new option today lah. Okay, so I will re-look at it, but at the same time, maybe my guess is I will prefer the stock to break out here. In terms of technical, I will prefer the stock to break out here. But while waiting for the price to do that, right, I'll probably go and dig up a bit on what happened during the last earning now, okay? Because we actually entered before the earning. And when the earning comes out, right, actually things were looking quite okay lah, not much big changes. But the stock price is not responding lah. So I need to go and figure that out a bit. Okay, so if you still have the stock, you want to continue to hold, up to you. You want to exit, up to you, but make your own decision. Okay, sometimes you need to make your own decision also. Aside from that, Knight-Swift earning came out yesterday. It wasn't looking that good. It wasn't looking really good. It's gapping down 1.77%, but 1.77% is almost nothing lah. It's like it's still above the entry price because I believe we entered here. I believe we entered here, 55. Yeah, it's still above our entry price. So hopefully that bad earning, right? Later market open, it can drive down Knight-Swift price some more lah. And then here what Morgan Stanley adjust target on Knight-Swift to 80 from 88. Initially it was 88. Holy crap, 88 is like, where's ya? 88. It's here leh. What on earth is Morgan Stanley thinking, man? and then went down to 80. Okay, so it is a downgrade lah. It is a downgrade of the price target lah. But over majority of the quarters, right, they are not really doing well. But I'm a little bit surprised by the fact that the stock is actually holding up lah. I have no, I have zero idea why is it holding up. But I mean, we bought the stock. We want to make sure the stock go through the earning, and it has now gone through the earnings, and then the earning is back, which is good. But the price is still somewhat elevated lah. Okay, we shall continue to see this how, but it's good that it's coming down right now lah. So, so there were some of you who were asking whether can re-roll your Seagate or not. And then my advice was that if you want to extend your Seagate, right, I will suggest that you don't remove your April one, you go and buy the May one. So you'll be actually holding two options, one for April, one for May. So if you actually did that, right, you are in like a big, like super duper big profit right now, if you actually do that. So let me just share my portfolio. My portfolio had a very, very good recovery. Previously, it was like $2,000 like that. Now I'm back up to positive 8,000. So you can see the P&L, it is slowly going up. So it is like creating higher high also lah. Okay. So given the current kangaroo market that we are having, and you can also see throughout session after session after session, right? My portfolio is mainly neutral. The long and short are similar, as in I have a similar number of long position and short position. Okay, it is a very neutral portfolio, meaning every time market rally like crazy or market crash like crazy, right, my portfolio is not going to suffer. So in terms of risk-adjusted return, the keyword is risk-adjusted return, I'm actually doing very well, because whenever I have a neutral portfolio, right, I'm not really taking any market risk at all. Market can go any direction it wants, my portfolio is not going to suffer. But at the same time, or whenever I get profit from some of the positions that I have, right, I am still gaining a lot of profit while not exposing myself to the market risk. Compared to, let's say you have a portfolio full of long position, or all you have is S&P long or the QQQ long, right? Maybe you can make similar level of profit, but you are actually making that profit with a higher risk. Your risk-adjusted return is not as good, whereas my risk-adjusted return is a lot better. So I closed out a lot of trade already. Apple already out. Apple, I took the loss already. Celsius also, I took the loss already, but I have added a lot more trades lah. Okay, so the new one are Carpenter Technology. In fact, Carpenter Technology is one of the stocks that we pick out live during our course. So we are in the current batch right now. We are the course, right? We are actually up to the session, up to the portion where I'm teaching how to screen for stocks and how to pick out certain stock. We actually pick out Carpenter Technology as one of our example. And then we have the GFI, and then we have the Tesla YOLO. So these three are the latest one. So which will give me 5 bullish position and 4 bearish position. Unfortunately, Arista Network suffered a bit. It went from like 3,000 plus profit back down to 2,004, which is fine also. I mean, it's all right because we are actually getting a lot of profit from the other few counters lah. So for those that close, right, I got $7,000 from Seagate, but actually more than $7,000 because the short side of the Seagate is also actually getting quite a bit of money lah. The long put option and the short put option. The short put option is also providing some money. So this is one of those situations where you have the both long put and the short put is able to net you profit. And earlier, the short side actually lost a bit of money. This one lost about $240, but it's fine because overall I got about $8,000 plus. And you can see, right, whenever option goes into profit, right, the return is very, very big. So in fact, I only have like 3 big returns. One is on Seagate, recently. The other one is on Home Depot, and earlier is on Palantir. Okay, so I just need these three big profit lah. But along the way, I got a lot of those YOLO stuff, and plus other trades that I also have lah. Like for example, Netflix, Bill, Amazon YOLO, Tesla YOLO, FXI, all these kind of stuff lah. And the Navios 2000. And I lost about 4,000 on the Apple put option. It's still in my portfolio, but I've already taken the loss now. Okay, but actually, right, I didn't really lose so much on Apple because remember you have the short side. The short side is helping you buffer a lot of the loss. So in fact, the short side here, the remember Apple is a calendar spread. We actually have quite a lot of premium we have gotten from Apple. So even though the main long put option, right, it lost $4,000, I gained 880 from the short side. So this is the one that is expiring later. And aside from that, I also got another one here that, sorry, this one $50. Okay, not this one. This one, the February one. The February one, I got $1,000 on the short side lah. So in this case, on the short end, I got 1,008, 1,009, let's say 2,000 now. Okay, I got $2,000 from the short side. The long side, I lost 4,000, so I actually only lose like 2,000 plus. Same thing for Celsius also. I lost $5,000 on the long side, but the short side, I gained $2,020 like that lah. So my overall loss is about $3,000. So most of my options, when they lose, right, they lose about 3,000, 2,500, 3,000. But those that can go heavily into profit, right, it tend to be 7,000, 8,000 lah. And in the case of Home Depot, about $12,000 like that. But if you are playing stocks, right, of course, your profit will be not so big, but you also have a few advantages. In this case, you won't be taking $3,000 loss on Celsius Holding at all. In fact, you'll be able to get off at break even lah. Same thing for Carnival Cruise. Previously, Carnival Cruise, I advised a lot of you to exit at break even, but because I'm playing options, right, I don't really have the luxury of exiting at break even. So end up I lost $2,000 here also. Same thing for Netflix also. So there's a lot of options that I couldn't really exit at a smaller loss and then end up eating the maximum risk lah. And also Wells Fargo exited for close to 100% gain. Not really 100%, just nice 100% gain. Yeah, so so far so good. It is kind of recovering a bit. Hopefully, I mean, it's only 5.5% ROI for the year, but I can kind of feel the momentum is coming now, okay? Because if you perform technical analysis on my equity chart, I was in consolidation for the entire year. Finally break out already lah, okay? So hopefully it can create a higher low going forward lah. Yeah, Night Swift miss earning, correct. Market open already. Okay, let's see what's going on. Night Swift. What happens? Yeah, immediately recover. Just now it was down like 1.7% like that, but never mind. Let it be. It tends to be like that, and then after that, maybe it might start to fall lah. Seagate is still going down some more. So if you are still holding Seagate, please please exit. I think it's safe to exit. So Tesla, right? Tesla, as I mentioned, right? If the dip buyer comes in, right? Let them come in. I think I'll be holding on to this. I think it has a long way down. I'm targeting about 130 like that. Initially earlier, right? It was up about 1.5%. It was up quite a bit, and then after that, it just fell down. Okay, because once a growth company goes into X growth, the how should I call it? The P ratio is not worth it already, so the price is going to sell down. Visa, nah, I don't really want to play Visa. Oh, it's almost going negative now. you want, you can play lah. I don't really, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Visa. Okay, it's coming down. Let's take a look at Visa. Actually, I kind of wanted to play. Holy crap, Mosaic went down already. Somebody gave me a Mosaic report. I actually wanted to do a Mosaic report. So this is what we did for Carpenter Technology. And we also did one on US Steel for the cost lah. Oh, today's scanner actually got two counter came out on the Singapore scanner, but I felt that these two counter too late to chase already, so I didn't really share. Propnex went up like crazy, super duper crazy, and then Keppel Corp also super duper crazy. So I thought it's really too late to chase already, so I didn't really include it. Visa, let's go to Visa. Oh, Wells Fargo retracing now. Wow. Wow. Why so high? Almost almost close to all-time high. Like. How's Mastercard doing? Now Goldfield is like that. Goldfield have a very high. I mean is not is like sideways lah. It's like sideways is not doing anything. If you look at the price action, right, it actually gap a lot, gap here, gap there, gap here, gap there, and it's like if you look at the if you look at this range here, just to look at previously, right, this range is actually about 10%. It's 10% wide. So if I were to look at similar, right, it's somewhere there. So if Goldfield is moving like 4-5% within that range, right, I'm not really worried about it. Okay. So this is called volatility appraisal. You need to understand what the volatility is. Like you don't just see candle gap up or the number here green color and then you think it is strong or it is weak. You must understand what is the volatility like. NiceWave is still quite soft for some reason. Okay, sorry, sidetrack. Just now we want to look at Visa. Wells Fargo dropping back already. Yeah lah, I mean, of course lah, because on the day that it moved here, right, every other bank is like stuck there. Every other bank is like stuck there. So now it's coming back now. Okay, don't be a candle chaser. Don't be a candle chaser, okay? If you are a candle chaser, you are not going to do well in this kind of market. What is Visa estimate? Let's see. Visa estimate. Wow. 1.98. 1.98. 1.98. But this is actually the non-gap. 1.99, 1.98. Previously, they were 2 point something. Second quarter. Okay. The growth sucks though. The growth is like 10%, 20%. Now, I will probably not play Visa though, because Visa not really that volatile enough. In fact, next week, right, I'm kind of, holy crap, Tesla already 丢了. I'm actually looking at Meta. I'm actually kind of looking at Meta. Because number one, right, this is way overbought already. And if you look at Netflix earning, right, their earnings not really that great also. And if I look at every other advertisement related company like Snapchat, all these, right, they are not really performing that well. So I kind of want to play meta shots for the coming week. When's the earning? 26 April. Let's check. Let's check what are the earnings for next week. Celsius is really looking to recover. Taiwan Semicon down. Holy crap, Seagate really going to hit $55. Yeah. Seagate is going to hit the bottom end of the if I hold on some more, I think this one will be like $12,000 like that already. similar to Home Depot. But it's okay. I mean, the fact that it went down like this is considered very short already. Facebook 725 million settlement fund open to US claim. What is this? Legal action. 87 million user data. Oh, okay. So what? This one is back in 2081. The Cambridge Analytica. Okay lah, I think news like Facebook, news like legal lawsuit don't really affect Facebook stock price by too much. Wait, I'm looking at the earning. I want to look for the what are the earnings for next week? Haven't come out yet. The Wall Street Bet never post. Normally I go and look for Wall Street Bet next week. Okay, Monday, Coca-Cola, Whirlpool, but we don't have Whirlpool already lah. Okay, nothing else really. Microsoft, Google, Visa, PepsiCo, McDonald's, UPS, Texas Instrument, Verizon, Raytheon, General Electric. Wow, so many important companies. 3M, Chipotle, General Motors, Archer Daniel Midland. Okay, but the important one is the Microsoft and Google and maybe Visa. Wow, Microsoft is also $2 trillion market cap. I thought only Apple have more than 2 trillion. They agree for settlement. Oh, okay, finally. It's like now already Biden era already. Okay, Meta is on Wednesday. Okay, I think I will play Meta lah. I will probably play Meta. How's Tesla doing? Okay, NiceSwift went into negative, but still not good enough. Not good enough. I need more. I need like a lot more. Beauty Health down a bit. How's Carpenter? Carpenter down 2%. Okay lah, Carpenter went up quite a bit, but overall still a very nice uptrend. Apple recovers so much. Wow, look at the dip buyers, man. Apple's dip buyer is really crazy, yeah. Like every time they like gap down a bit, like all the buying start to come in. United Steel. In fact, we got our work done for United Steel, but didn't really find anything that is worth. Like I didn't find sufficient evidence enough for a short lah. But actually, I was looking at the S&P PMI, right? The steel demand is not really that great though. The steel demand is not really that great. The steel PMI is down a lot. Let's see what I can do here. Wednesday, Meta, Roche, Boeing, Glencore. Not much really. Air China, Tech Resource. Okay, Thursday, Amazon, Mastercard. Where is Apple? Apple usually release together with Amazon one. I always remember when I am up like 4 a.m. in the morning, right? Like the market close 4 a.m. Amazon will release at 4 a.m. and then Apple will release at like 5 a.m. and then I only get to sleep like 5:30 a.m. like that. Hey, Apple not here at all. That's strange. No, there's no Apple here. When is Apple earning? When is Apple earning? 4th of May, so late Okay. That's very, holy crap, Seagate already below 55 now. Wow, wasted, yeah, should have hold. Wow, this is truly wasted, man. Truly wasted. How's the chips performing? Wait, let me go and see how the chips perform. The downstream, the downstreams. Nasdaq slightly red. Okay. Yeah, so for next week, right? My choice of YOLO. My choice of YOLO is Meta. But currently I'm in a position where I don't really have a lot of capital. My capital a bit light because recently I got a lot of stock position. Aside from this, I actually have used some of the trading capital for long-term investment. I was buying a lot of STI ETF. But I intended to refuel it, but during this transition period, right? I don't really have a lot of liquid cash. I was also trying to fund my City Index account. So my partnership with City Index like approved already, but I don't really want to like just kind of do free marketing for CFD, like plainly do like that. But I wanted to create a bit of how should I call it, a proper way, proper guide to using CFD account if you have CFD, or how to properly manage a CFD portfolio. I actually have that thought in mind, but I haven't started yet. So I'm waiting to get it started before I announce all the partnership with the City Index stuff. So that will be sometime for the future, but because I am because I'm in a partnership with them, right? I do have to use their platform. Okay. So we shall see how. Okay, so for questions like strong should hold or not, all these kind of question, right? I mean, if you look at the chart, is like it's sideways It's sideways If you are scared, you can exit. If you are scared, you can exit. But I am going to hold. But the thing is that you should make your own decision. If you follow me and continue to hold, right, then you may lose your entire contract also. I can lose my contract, which is fine because it's part of my risk management. But can you lose your contract or not? If you put half of your portfolio into Knight Swift and you cannot afford to lose it, then you definitely want to exit right now. Okay, so this kind of thing, right, is very, very hard. When I exit, right, I definitely tell you I will exit, but you have to be able to make your own decision. For example, if very strongly, like for example, this very strong also, I don't really see anything strong here. Like what do you mean by very strong? Is it because you saw a green candle? Is it because you saw 4 green candles? But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a resistance here. I'm seeing a resistance here. I'm seeing a sideways movement here. I'm seeing a downtrend here. And I am also seeing the weak fundamental because I spent 3-4 hours on the fundamental work. And I also spent 2-3 hours on the quantitative, the quants, the sector quants, and the macro. So if you say strong, right, then like what do you mean by strong? So I will ask that back to you lah. Okay, so if you want to exit, you can exit, don't have to ask me. But if if you ask me what I'm doing, I'm not exiting, because once again, look at Seagate. Look at Seagate, what happened on the last week. If you exit here because strong, then you are going to miss out the 200-300% profit, where instead of gaining like 7-8K in profit, you are going to lose 3K. If you lose 3K instead of gaining 8K, you actually lost 11K. So you need to ask yourself, okay, you need to ask yourself whether you want to cut or not. But if you ask me, I'm not going to cut. I saw they got fined lah. But I mean, 40 million, like I don't think it's a big deal, but I think the bigger issue with Seagate is the demand lah. The demand is really cui really. Okay, so once again, you want to exit now, you can exit. But later towards the end of May, the whole thing gap down, then that one I don't know lah. That one up to you. That one is you have to DYODD ready. So if you don't exit here, and then when they gap down until here, you come and ask me, hey, can enter again or not? Then obviously you cannot enter already lah. Okay, so it's very easy to say words like strong, but define to me what is strong. You have to define to me in terms of quantitative fundamentals. If you cannot define that, right, then what? Then even the technical, I don't see anything strong. Okay, so don't use words. Say things like, hey, there's an engulfing candle here, or there's something like say something aside from using the word strong. This is trading. This is not literature. This is not English. Okay. CRS, you want, you can enter lah. If you want, you can enter, but you'll be a little bit okay, a little bit further from the stop loss though. It's quite far from $39, but the options should be quite expensive now. But you see, when wait, let me check what is my entry price. I got it at $3.52. So you agak lor, you agak. If it is like $3.70 or $4, right? I think it is still okay. It's still okay. But it's the June, it's the June expiration. Although the earning is very soon, but I do think this counter need a bit of time to push it. But it's a very strong counter. It's a very strong counter. TSM also going down. TSM also going down very bad. You can, yeah. So you check the option price. You check the option price. If the option price is not very far off, right, from $3.52, you can still enter lah. Anyway, for Knight Swift, right, I'm already losing like half of the premium already. So I mean, I'm just gonna continue to hold anyway lah. So I think is not worth for me to cut lah. But if you have the stock position, right? If you have the stock position, then you are probably not in a very big loss. If you want to cut, you only lose a bit. So you can continue to, you can cut if you want. And then later, if they get down again, broke the support, you want to re-enter again, that's fine. You have to do your own due diligence. But if you have options, right? If you have options, then I don't think it is worth doing this kind of pattern because options are affected by time decay. And during this period, there's a lot of time decay here already. Serious also a little bit for EPS this year. He sell, is it? He sell is it for EPS this year. Okay, is quite a decline though. It's quite a decline. The only thing I'm worried about Night Swift is the timing lah. It's the timing because it's a very slow mover. It's a very slow mover. We may get the direction correct, but end up it may expire before May. It may expire before May before it start to go down. It's very slow. It's a very slow moving counter. It can stagnate for like so long before it start moving. Like look at this period. Look at this period. It's stagnant for how long, yeah? Oh, Apple starting to go back now. Apple starting to go back down. What's Celsius Holding doing? Okay, Goldfield down 1% already. Okay, so Goldfield volatility is very high. Goldfield volatility is very high. 1-2% to Goldfield is like tiny movement only lah. Okay, so don't get too worried by Goldfield. Just now someone was mentioning Amazon. Did someone mention Amazon? Amazon testing the gap. Just now Amazon gap up, right? It should test here though. But anyway, I don't want to play Amazon. I'll rather play Facebook. I'm thinking should go in now or not, because it's already like gapping down. Like you can see the red color histogram on the MACD already, and it is coming down from the oversold. And depending on how you want to draw your trend line, okay, you want to draw your trend line like that. I don't know, up to you lah. Okay, but I'm still playing the I'm still favoring the downside though. I'm still favoring the downside. Any reason for selling WSV? Because it is a YOLO trade. Not only is a YOLO trade, right? The option premium was already up by about 100%. So I thought, okay, let's just exit it. But not only that, the other reason is we actually have bank first. We have a bank first position, which is also a bank lah. So since Wells Fargo is already in a good profit, right? Why not just capture the profit? But the reason why I also want to capture the profit, because prior to when I exited Wells Fargo, right? Seagate haven't crashed yet. Seagate actually haven't crashed the way it crashed yesterday lah. So what I wanted was my portfolio actually not doing that well before. So I thought, okay, since I have about $4,000, right, I better capture this $4,000 profit lah. Okay, so I thought it was a good idea to just capture the profit. based on a few reasons. Number one, is related to my portfolio, both of which are related to my portfolio. I just want to capture some profit to erase some of the recent losses lah. And not only that, I already have another what do you call that? I got another bank position in the bank first already. So if you are looking to hold, right, I think that you can still hold, but make sure you have plan, okay? Because when you make trade decision, you don't make trade decision based on that trade alone. You don't make decision in a vacuum. You actually need to look at what's going on with your overall portfolio. Do you have option or the stop? If you have option, right, then it's a little bit more dangerous, because if it goes down, your option can lose a lot of money. Yeah, because if you have stocks, right, if you have Wells Fargo stocks and it goes down, right, you can exit at break even, so it is not so bad. Oh, it's recovering. It's recovering. Okay, good luck. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful because option can lose the premium very fast. I believe the strike price is $40. So now it is still currently doing okay lah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yesterday it was up 100%. So I thought, okay, since 100% already, I better sell first lah. I better capture the profit. Well, I got a lot of other. How about SEA and Shopify? I'm a bit confused by Shopify because it went up like crazy. It went up like super duper crazy. SEA, I'm not really that keen because the profitability on SEA is coming from reduction in cost, reduction in expenses. It's not really coming from growth. So Shopify, initially I wanted to short this two here, but I'm still holding on to it because the trend line still not yet broken. And so far, right, it is doing a lot of crazy price movement lah. And maybe it might go up until this gap here. So I'm not, the momentum is still up lah. Okay, so I'm not really that keen on chasing this top, but at some point I will chase the top lah, but not at this moment. It still have a very strong upward momentum. Like when it recover, right, it's recovering like 3%, 4%, 3%, 4%. It's quite scary because if you have a put option and it go up 4%, right, your put option, the premium like almost 50% gone already. So have to be very careful. Have to be very careful with it, with this one. So see also see this recovery here is mainly due to the due to the cutting of the cost lah. Okay, wait, let me see. This quarter, so the growth is, I mean, if you look at C, right, C previously it is a very strong growth counter. Okay, it is extremely strong growth counter. If you look at the revenue, it's like 100%, 100%, 100%. Then suddenly in 2022, 25%. And then in the net income, it is making a loss now. Okay, but they are making loss purposely because they are trying to capture as much market share as they can. But after that, right? After when we go into 2022, due to the lower demand and the higher interest rate, right? They are actually suffering a lot. They are suffering a lot. And then if you look at the latest quarter, right, they actually turn profitable. They turn profitable. But even though they got 169% increase in net income, the revenue only went up by 7%. In the past, right, the revenue is always up 100%, 100%. But in the entire year of 2022, right, you can see the first quarter still doing okay. But towards the fourth quarter, right, the revenue only up by 8%. Meaning the demand for the service is not there. The demand for the product is not there. The only reason why they made this much profit, right, is actually they cut down on the cost. If you look at the cost, right, 1.78 billion. Okay, they used to have 1.78 1.7 billion, 1.8 billion, 1.7 billion. And now they cut the cost until 1.26. So they actually cut the cost by about $500 million. And that $500 million like that reflect in your net income. So this net income, right, is actually due to cutting costs, but the demand is not there. So if they are cutting costs on things like advertising lah, R&D lah, and then after that the revenue is also shrinking, right? I doubt that it can sustain lah. Okay, but I will only go long if I start to see the revenue growth is coming back to like 20-30% lah. But for now, right, I will just stay and watch. I'll just stay and watch. That analysis is a very surface level analysis. If I really want to trade this stock, right, I will definitely dive a lot deeper. But C is not on my long position list. I got a lot of other long positions that I want to take aside from C. So for example, I will actually look into where is majority of their revenue coming from. Is it from local? Is it from China? Is it from US? And then I want to see where is the growth at. I want to see the consumer strength within where the majority of their customer is located at, all these kind of stuff. Okay, but for now, I'm not really that keen. I'm not really that keen on this counter, so I won't spend so much time looking at this counter. But at one look, right, you can tell this profitability is coming from the cutting of the cost. Wow, Blackpink, wow, confirm the wallet big holes, yeah. I also want to hire Blackpink to help me advertise. I also want to hire Blackpink to help me advertise for me. I wonder how much will it cost. I should I should no, I never mentioned Knightswift to exit, guys. I never mentioned Knightswift to exit. I'm holding Knightswift. I am saying if you want to exit, you must tell me why you want to exit. I'm not exiting Knightswift. I think I should raise my Patreon fee for like to $100 for 1 month, and then after that I get Blackpink to come and help me advertise. Okay, Haizor would like to ask if looking to buy SPY debit put spread 411 long, 395 short. Expiring 12 May. If SPY price fall below than 395, will the short leg be exercised? Yes, your short leg will be exercised. So you have to if it fall below 395, right? Both your long and short will get exercised lah. So because both are in the money already, so you have to exit both law. You have to exit both. You can't leave your short there. You can't leave your short leg there. So you have, by 12 May you have to exit both lah. Yeah. But wait, let me check. Let me go and let me do the calculation to see if that is worth your option is worth it or not. SPY. May 12. You want to long 411? I put the what $5. Expensive, yeah. And then you want to short the 395. Hey, wow, not bad, worth it, 369%. Let's check. Not bad, not bad. 395 is like here though. But I mean, by May 12, we got all the big tech earning already. We got Amazon, Google, Apple, and everything all come out already. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Good trade, good trade. I think it's a good trade because you got all you got all the earning catalysts already. Can try lah, can try. Give it a go. Should we take this trade or not? Should we take this trade or not? Only 3%, only 3% downside. Not bad, not bad. No lah. Don't look at this. This one is calculated based on the delta. Delta is like it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. It's a very long explanation. I will take more than 2 hours to explain how they get this number and why this number is useless. But anyway, it is useless lah. Okay, so don't look at this. Don't look at this. Like I was looking at Tesla. I was looking at Tesla trade before the earning. I was looking at Tesla trade before the earnings, right? They tell me the profitability is like 15%, but actually after yesterday gap down is like 100%. Yeah, I saw Win Holding, LVS, Genting Sing, everything all going up like crazy, but because they rally very high, right? I don't really want to chase, so that's why I'm not looking at it. I was monitoring the gambling stocks. In fact, I do have one gambling stock on my watch list. It is Sportradar, but it is not really like casino kind lah. It is more like a online platform for sports gambling. So holy crap, Tesla recovered. Yeah, but anyway, I don't think it has similar business compared to all the casino lah. But yeah, I mean, it's those company already fly very high already lah. So I didn't really want to chase. You want to sell put lah. Selling put is you can like what you want to sell cash secure puts, but you must be ready to buy though if you are if you are going to sell puts. Well, let's get back to the SPY trade. I think the SPY trade is very good. I think the SPY trade is very good. Let me double check the option price. Let me check the option price. SPY put 512. Where's 512? 411 is at $5, 5.5. And then 395 is at $1.80. 5.5, 1.8. Still very good. I would say anything above 300% is considered very good lah. I mean, you are paying $370. Your net debit is 270. If it fall to 395, right, then you are getting back 1,002, which is a very good profit lah. And 395 is only 3% down. So 3% down is quite I would say not a really far-fetched target. Yeah, I think we can go for the trade. We can go for the trade. Yeah, let me bring this. puts. So the catalyst is all the tech earnings now, okay? All the tech earnings will be the catalyst. Expiration 12 May 23. Long strike 311. Short strike 395. Okay, there, go. Let me paste here. Oh, sorry for my bad. Let me go and place some position. Oh, we have more than economic. We don't have economic data, but we have something a lot better than economic data. We have all the big tech earning. Amazon, Facebook, Meta, Google, Apple. We have all those earnings. And I believe we also have FOMC. If I'm not wrong, we have FOMC also. FOMC is on the 2nd, yeah, 2nd or 3rd of May. Okay, wait. Let me enter the order. Let me enter my order first. Excuse me. What is this? GF. Oh shit, I bought wrong. 来了. Oh no, oh no. I accidentally bought the call option. Sorry, give me give me a minute. I cannot get distracted. Okay, and 395. Okay. Okay, can now. Okay. Tesla actually recovered a bit. But anyway, right? This one just let it be. Let it be. Tesla raised the price again. They cut the price, raise the price, cut the price, raise the price. I don't know what they're doing lah. But normally when they raise the price, the share price tend to respond quite positively. But now, right, it is not really responding that much. And that is considering that after a 9%, 10% drop, right? Usually it normally for stock, it tend to rebound quite a bit lah. But in this case, it's not really rebounding so much. So I'm not too worried about this lah. Your lot sizing must be the same. Your lot sizing must be the same. It's not the contract, your lot sizing. Okay. Try to, when you are playing option, right, please be aware of all these kind of thing. Like if you are doing a spread, trade, like for example, in this case, we did a bare vertical spread. Then you must understand why are we doing a spread? Why not just buy a long put? Why are we shorting the other put? And when we short the other put, why they must be the same number of contract? You need to understand all these lah. Okay, so make sure when you are free, right, you go and try to Google or go and read out a bit. In fact, we have gone through a lot of all these stuff in our webinar previously lah. I'm not sure which webinar already, but we went through quite a lot. So try to understand why you are doing certain action aside rather than just blindly trying to copy. Investor know Elon can go berserk. It is the Elon factor, Elon Musk factor. Hey, anyway, right, I'm trying to bring the Discord back, but currently I'm still trying to like set up properly lah. Okay, so if you are, I mean, if you are here, you are definitely on Patreon lah. Okay, so go and figure out how to link your Discord to Patreon. Once you are linked, you got your Discord, right? You immediately have access to all these channels. So I'm I'm posting out all the trade idea here so that you can access here, because this Discord easier to organize lah. If you want to find things on the Patreon page, right, it's a little bit harder, and it is much more organized on Patreon. So for example, you can see the update for all the trades here, and whenever there's a new update, right, I will try to like write an update here lah, like update 1, so you can immediately see what is the latest update for the trade itself. But I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things about Discord, and all the webinar link will be here also. All the webinar link will be here, and all the discussion channel also lah. Okay, and some data upload. So I'm trying to figure this out lah. But I mean, you don't have to wait for me to be done. You can, if you have access to Patreon, right? You, as long as you link it to your Discord, you can actually come join here lah. The video guy. The video guy, you mean this one lah? You mean the Margot Robbie ah? It is it's April Fool. It's an April Fool joke. It's an April Fool joke. It's not real lah. I why got money hire someone look like Margot Robbie yeah. It's an April Fool joke. In fact, I got a lot of people come and ask me. I got a lot of people come and like legit ask me. I actually spent one day trying to reply everyone. My business email was like flooded. I was like, guys, it's April Fool. I thought it's like very obvious. I thought it's very obvious because I mean I don't know lah. I don't know. I got a lot of disappointed Xiaomi Mate also. Beauty strength, no strength to break up. Beauty health, no strength to break up. Coming down a bit, yeah. I mean, it's been going up quite a few days lah. I mean, from here went up like about 14%. So let it rest lah. Let it rest a bit. it cannot suddenly chong too much also. Like you see, Carpenter also resting a bit from here until there. Bank, I'm waiting for Bank First earning. It says 20 April, but 20 April already passed there. I'm not sure when's the earnings coming out. we cannot expect to place a trade and then expect one line up lah. Okay, so we do have to be a little patient. Okay, Meta Platform also recovering quite a bit. Let's look at some Singapore stocks. Actually, the only thing that is really running from Singapore stock now is Propnex. Propnex running like crazy. Samudera is on my watch list, but currently it is sort of sideways a bit. Sideways a bit. But I think if this sideways kind of like maintain, it can break out. Like triangle breakout like that. MedTech is coming back down. MedTech like going for the pump and dump. SinoCloud 400%. But it's quite hard lah. It's yeah, Keppel also crazy, yeah. Keppel also really like crazy. but I mean, realistically speaking, you can't really buy at 0.001 and sell at 0.004. It's like 0.000. What is this? How come it is 0.0000? 0.001 barcode? Yeah. it's like a barcode. Sometimes sometimes it's very crazy lah, all these Singapore stocks, especially all these penny. Look at this. Used to be like what? 42 cents. Currently is at 0.001. Costco also went back down. BioLidic should be out already lah. It's gone already. You see MedTech coming down, gone already. In fact, for BioLidic, I wanted to enter after it break 24. In fact, I think during webinar, I mentioned that watch out for breaking of the 24, but it didn't really break 24. But anyway, if you have MedTech, right, then you should not be playing BioLidic already lah. In fact, MedTech coming down, UG Healthcare coming down, BioLidic also coming back down. Yeah, wait for the pump. Wait for the pump and then enter. And then we hope that it will go something like this lah. But BioLidic is also one of the GameStop. The GameStop. The chart exactly like GameStop like that. Look at this. Like it's look at the pattern. It's like a small, it's like a wave. It's like a wave. Wow, everything positive already. Suddenly everything positive already. Just now Apple was down a lot. How come suddenly everything positive? Gold is down though. Gold is down though. Gold is down. But suddenly everything positive. Amazon, AMD. Palantir also retrace a bit. But what is Wells Fargo recover a lot, yeah. BBBY. It's less than $1 now already. You used to be like $30. Context Logic. Context Logic still above $1, surprisingly. Credit Suisse below. Credit Suisse is a penny stock now. but anyway, they got bought over lah. This sporting goods. This sporting goods is really crazy, man. I remember our shop was here and it just went super duper crazy. What is that, yeah? CS81 bond for the Credit Suisse. Wow, that one I don't know leh. That one I'm not expert there. What is it? Is it a corporate bond? Well, that one need to do more reading. I can't tell you now. I need to do more reading. Oh yeah, the other day, okay. The other day somebody was asking me regarding the nickel ETF. Is it this one? Yeah, the nickel ETF. Okay, personally, I feel that going forward, right? Nickel demand. Oh yeah I mean corporate bond lah. So it is to minimum 250K. I don't recommend dabbling in corporate bond though. It's not my area, but I don't recommend dabbling in corporate bond though. Yeah, anyway, for the nickel ETF, right? I personally feel going forward, right? In the immediate 1 or 2 year, the EV demand not so strong now. Okay, I think overall EV demand will be down, but probably towards like 2025 like that, it will be a lot stronger. So I wouldn't really go and play this or catch this, but I will wait for lower price now. Okay, I will wait for lower price and then maybe by 2024 like that, I will slowly dollar cost average. And then I see where it can go from there lah. But at this stage, I don't recommend buying this lah. Because I mean, as you can see from Tesla report, the EV demand is not really there. Excuse me. Tesla coming back down a bit. But in fact, as I was looking at my portfolio, right? Recently I got a lot more stock position. Like I got 3 stock position. I'm not holding a full portfolio full of option already. The stock price movement, right? It doesn't fluctuate. I mean, it doesn't cause a big fluctuation in my overall unrealized P&L. For example, right? If let's say I buy Beauty Health here, and then suddenly it go down by like 2.93%, right? The option will suffer a lot. The option will suddenly go down like 30-40%. But because I bought the stock, so it is somewhat not so volatile. For example, currently it's at 12.91. So if I replace this to 12.91, it's like from $160 become negative 464. So that's like what? The difference is only like $600 like that. But if I have option, right, it will be from plus 2,000 go down to negative 2,000 like that. The swing is crazy. The swing is very, very crazy. Prime US REITs in XGX. What's the code? I need the code. Oh, there. Oh, never mind, never mind. Told me already. What is this? This one penny, is it? Is this a pen? Is it a penny REITs? Dividend yield 26%. What on earth is this? Holy crap. I don't recommend I don't recommend this kind of penny REITs Like, I mean, if you want to buy like what for speculation, for YOLO play, then maybe lah. What they do? Prime US REIT operate as a real estate investment trust which engages in investment on income producing prime office asset in United States. Office space in United States is doing very, very bad, no? Yeah, US official, US office space dying very bad. Manulife like that. Wow, I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, this one really like catching falling line. Don't get seduced by the dividend yield, because if they no money, right, they will cut the dividend yield. How come they lose so much money in the second half? Yeah? Gross profit, operating expense. They got non-operating. They got something interest expense. Holy crap! They pay so much on interest rate. Oh no, here, unusual income, 143 million unusual income. What were they involved in? Yeah. If you want to buy REITs, right? I will prefer commercial REITs lah. I won't prefer office REITs or industrial REITs, but rather I will target the commercial REITs. Because commercial REIT seems to be rebounding better than the logistic or the industrials. Guys, 1 minute break. Toilet break. Now you all see the Tesla lah, okay? What is this price actions here? Okay, I'm back. Whoa, Tesla went down. I should shift my workstation to toilet already. Sorry, I was filling up a glass of wine. Yesterday, I went to Sheng Siong to get a $20 bottle of wine because inflation is hitting very hard. I can't afford expensive wine. Then and the $20 wine, I tell you, tastes like drain waters, yeah. But open ready, I must finish lah. Oh, PMI came out. What PMI is that? Is it the normal PMI? Oh, the S&P Global Composite. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. That's good. That's good. That's good. We got the spy. We got the spy at the top. Hopefully we got the spy at the top. Did we get the spy at the top? Should be, should be. Hey, gold is down so much. How come this one not going down, sir? Mueller Industry also down. Down by a bit. It actually went up quite a bit recently. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, Tesla coming back down is good news, lah. Okay, let's check Wall Street bets. Let's check Wall Street bets. Official paper trading competition. Buy the dip or buy the torch. If the inflation expectation are low enough, stocks will beat expectation. True though. Let me show you how crazy it is, okay? Like, look at Tesla. There were 13 downgrades there. There were 13 downgrades to the there were 13 downgrades to the earnings, and they still missed the earnings. Cannot make it, yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the Tesla result. Let's look at it together. I was looking at it just now. In current macroeconomic environment, we see this year as a unique opportunity for Tesla. Everything is opportunity to Elon Musk. You know that time when last year third quarter, Tesla missed the earning also. And then you know what Elon Musk say? He say one day Tesla market cap will be bigger than Apple and Saudi Aramco combined. Apple have like $2 trillion market cap. Saudi Aramco also have like $2 trillion market cap. And then Tesla is like 500 billion market cap, like talking so big like that. I like Elon Musk's sense of humor, yeah, and his and his delusions lah. Hey, Sports Radar up 1.74%. But everything else coming down though. Mueller coming down. Unfortunately, Beauty Health taking a bit of a beating. But Apple down, Apple start to go down already. Good lah. I mean, S&P down, SPY also down. Penta also down by quite a bit. But this one need to down more though. As many car makers are working through challenges with the unique economic of their EV program, we aim to leverage our position as a cost leader. One thing Tesla have a very big advantage is that their manufacturing cost for EV is very low. So their profit margin on EV is quite strong compared to Ford or General Motors. We are focused on rapidly growing production, investment in autonomy and vehicle software, and remaining on track with our growth investment. Our near-term pricing strategy consider a long-term view on per vehicle profitability given the potential lifeline value of Tesla vehicle through autonomy, supercharging, connectivity, and service, blah, blah, blah. Although we implemented price reduction on many vehicle models across regions in the first quarter, our operating margin reduced at a manageable rate. We expect ongoing cost reduction. Okay, they are going to reduce some more costs, including improved production efficiency at our newest factory and lower logistic costs, and remain focused on operating leverage as we scale. So they are opening new gigafactory, the one in Texas. But I'm a little bit worried in the sense that if the demand is down, right, and you open all these big new factory, they are going to incur a lot of costs. But if they are cutting the vehicle cost, right, then it seems like all these new factories, right, it may become more like a headwind rather than tailwind. If the demand is not there. If the demand improves, then that is something else. Our balance sheet and net income enable us to continue to make. Okay, so their balance sheet is quite strong. I think they are foregoing short-term profit for longer term. For example, if economy improve in 2025, 2026, and then they have all these new big factory operational ready, right? Then once the growth return, they are in a very nice position. But that is like looking forward until 2026 like that. So if let's say Tesla go down to like maybe $100 level there, right? I think it is actually a good buy if it is cheap enough. But for now, no. For now, we can still short. 11.4% operating margin. That's so sad. 11.4% is a very sad profit operating margin. It used to be 16, 19, 15. Now they are back to 11, like beginning of 2021. Hey, it's recovering again. Why is it recovering? Excuse me. Down by 18%. The growth is only 18%. Net income went down by 24%. Operating income went down by 26%. Cash flow went down by 80%. Oh my God. Financial summary, growth in vehicle delivery. Even though there's growth in vehicle delivery, right, they actually missed a lot of delivery estimate. Growth in other part of business, reduced ASP year-over-year, negative FX impact. Profitability, reduced ASP year-over-year, lower credit revenue, cost of production ramp, higher raw material costs. So you see, when they report, right, they didn't even mention that the operating income and net income went down by 26%. So they always selectively report one. You have to read between the lines. Deliveries were down though for Model S. Model Y, Model 3 and Y delivery up. Production also up. Cybertruck tooling. Pilot production. They are creating their semi-truck ready to be determined in development. So the biggest demand is still the Model 3 and Model Y. Market share. Cumulative mile driven by FSD beta. What on earth is that? Oh, self-driving. Energy storage. Outlook, we are planning to grow production as quickly as possible in line with 50% CAGR. We begin guiding to in early 2021. In some year, we may grow faster and some we may grow slower, depending on a number of factors. But I think the 50% CAGR is the yearly number lah. So maybe this quarter down, but not sure about upcoming quarters. While we continue to execute on innovation to reduce the cost of manufacturing and operation, over time, we expect our hardware-related profit to be accompanied with acceleration of software-related profit. Okay. Photos and charts. Cybertruck. The Texas Gigafactory. Wow. Nice photo though. This is the Canada one. Key matrix. Vehicle delivery. Operating cash flow and free cash flow. Net income, adjusted EBITDA. Okay. Trailing 12 months. Yeah, you can somewhat see the growth like declining quite significantly lah. So I'm not sure whether if it will go down some more. Year-over-year revenue growth. Tesla auto industry. Yeah, I mean Tesla have among the best revenue growth in the auto industry sector lah. Operating margin. Okay. What is the financial story? Recently, I've been sleeping earlier lah. Okay lah, these are not much stuff, not much important stuff to look at lah. Let's see some of the analysis. Actually, once my Seeking Alpha subscription ends, right, I'm thinking of switching to Kuaifin. Kuaifin look a lot nicer. I mean, not a lot nicer lah. They got some of the data that are presented in a much better manner. But it's quite expensive though. 1 year like $800 like that. For Seeking Alpha, I'm paying 1 year $200. This is Kuaifin. It's quite messy, but I haven't okay. Yeah. So let's say if I want to look at Safe, this is Spirit Airline. This is Carpenter Technology. Quite laggy. But some of the stuff I want to look at is the analyst estimate, price target, estimate overview, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, why I doubled my Tesla position? Let's look at this guy. Why he doubled? I own Tesla stock for a long time. It's like every Tesla analysis, right? I will always see this one. Oh, I've been holding for a very long time since 2020. It's like they are trying to say, hey guys, I'm still profitable. I know it crashed, but I'm still profitable. It's very funny. Tesla recent revenue miss due to well-telegraphed price cut. That should be transitory. Okay. Tesla remained dominant force in the EV segment, delivering robust profitability in Q1. It's not robust at all. Moreover, Tesla's secondary business are gaining significant momentum. That's true. Their energy management is actually quite storage. Their storage the growth is 360%. Hey, recovering rate. What is it? Tesla stock is approaching the buy zone again, and its shares should continue appreciating considerably long term. So what is the buy zone? Buy zone in terms of what? Like technical, fair value. I've been long Tesla for a long time, 10 years. 10 years this October. And I will add more. Okay. Tesla recently lowered their anticipated revenue occurred because it introduced price cut. But I mean, if it is anticipated, I can tell you, if it is anticipated, it should not drop 9%, you know. It should not drop like 9-10% like that. The reason why it's dropping so much is because it is not anticipated. Okay, so 150 is the buy-in target. I'm not sure based on what. Tesla stock have been on a wide roller coaster in recent years. Tesla hit significant long-term low around $100 during panic selling. Okay. So like there isn't really any information here. Tesla stock is around 167 here. And if we don't get bullish reversal, so this is mainly like technical. Tesla could continue to the 160 support level. If 160 breakdown, so this is like any kind of technical analysis you can see on Facebook or TradingView. Tesla revenue miss not a big deal here. Talk about an overreaction. Tesla stock is down by 10% pre-market, primarily due to revenue miss of 60 million in Q1. Company still delivered 23.3 billion in revenue. So all these what he's doing is he's just like repeating all the numbers here. Oh, this is good because the number is this is good because the number is that. So I mean, it's not really an analysis at all. Gap income, okay, this one we know. I mean, we know how to look at the stuff lah. First thing we see is lower than expected automotive revenue. However, we know this pricing lowering occurred due to Tesla decision to implement temporary price cut, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, I am not surprised to see okay, I'm not concerned, okay. On contrary, Tesla strategy effectively gains sale from customer who may otherwise go to Lucid, Rivian, NIO, or any other. Huh? Also doesn't make sense. There's no number. There's no proof. So this is just a random statement. Also, next element I want to highlight is Tesla. Okay, so once again, just copy pasting the numbers. Therefore, we see Tesla firing on all cylinders. So this is what I mean by we are not a literature class, okay? We are not a literature class. We are not an English class. We are trading. We don't need beautiful phrase like firing on all cylinders. Moreover, as the transitory slowdown subsides, growth should improve. So, I mean, if you say things like this, right, you must be able to back up with things like where do you see the consumer demand, or how are the other EVs doing? Where is this growth coming from? Is it from inflation going lower, raw material growing lower? So you don't make random statement like this. Furthermore, company operation summary looks excellent. So once again, it is just words. Words are meaningless. Year-to-year production, delivery, and other metrics illustrate significant year-over-year growth, resilience, and strength. Confirm got the thesaurus open. Remarkably, Tesla increased total production by staggering 44%. So this is also just copy and pasting number. Tesla enormous production capacity. So we saw all these graph already. Tesla currently can produce blah, 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 blah. However, the company continue to innovate, optimize, and expand. Okay. So basically, there's no analysis here. He is basically just copy and pasting everything. Let's see the comment. Another well-organized and deep dig. There's no deep digging. Oh my god. Amazing how people can trace number to fit their negative. How you can call 47 PE cheap based on lofty growth target. It's like Seeking Alpha comment section is also like Facebook like that. A lot of trolls. A lot of trolls and a lot of trash talk. Looking at all the shots in the comment, it seems you made the correct yet bold choice to go long. Remember, always do the opposite of what the emotional ships are doing. According to sentiment in this comment, it appears everyone is overly bearish on Tesla. A lot also seem to be hurt by the fact that they missed the $100 bottom and are hoping for the $100 bottom again. You would think they learn from their emotional outbursts. They haven't. LOL. How do you feel? Why don't you write about yourself? You even omit the sensible eyes and to me in that way, depersonalizing your view. Yeah, normally, right? This is a very bad analysis lah. Let me see if I can find a good one. to kind of show you what a good one look like. So normally when I'm looking for short, right, I like to look at the long analysis to see what I am missing. Disappointed Q1 result, but there is more than meet the eye. We believe Elon Musk is playing the long game. Yeah, I think this one I agree also. Difference should be made up through companies' autonomous driving technology. Okay, this one look a little bit more objective. Yeah, so the spread profit will cap at 395 lah. Yeah, the spread profit will cap at 395. So it is not the decision is not whether we think it will fall below 395, but I mean 395 is a good target also. And at 395, right, we will be getting 332% return. So that's a very strong return also. So in terms of target and return wise, right, I think it is a good spread trade lah. So I would say it's a combination lah. A combination in the sense that 395 is a good target. Even if it fall below 395, right, we will still get the 332% lah. Tesla has disappointed investors with its latest result. However, upon reviewing Q1 earnings call, it became clear to us that recent margin contraction has been a very deliberate effort by management to increase market share. Why do this? Because the true value of the company lies in its software, not its car. And the more cars on the street, the more value where this software can leverage. Okay, at least this one like got really some analysis there. Tesla recent earnings had disappointed, blah, 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 leading to 10% sell-off. The problem, so to speak, has been the sharp contraction in profit margin, which has resulted primarily from numerous price cuts in the last 12 months. As we can see, growth market, okay, this one is all looking the data once again. Tesla performed reasonably well. But the issue is that price cut and lower margin are interfering with the narrative that has allowed Tesla to maintain such a lofty valuation. Tesla is not like other car maker story is losing traction, or is it? So this is from the earning transcript. We've taken a view that pushing for higher volume and larger fleet is the right choice versus a lower volume and higher margin. However, we expect our vehicle over time will be able to generate significant profit through autonomy. So we do believe we are laying the groundwork here. And then it's better to ship a large number of cars at a lower margin and subsequently harvest that margin in the future as we perfect autonomy. This is an extremely important point. This is an extremely important point indeed. At this point, a lot of investors may think that the lower margin was a temporary headwind resulting from the fact that global economy is weakening. Musk does in fact mention this in the beginning, but then go on to say that pursuing higher volume and lower action has been a deliberate action. Why would Tesla do this? As we know, Tesla has been working on the FSD for some time. Right now, this feature is being beta tested in beta mode and is limited to assisting driver in steering and certain braking accelerating situation. Now, the idea is that once this feature is enabled, Tesla car will be worth a lot more. It's easy to see how a car with autonomous capability is more valuable than one without. But how exactly would Tesla monetize this feature? Will user pay a monthly fee? Hey, maybe imagine you pay like $300 per month to unlock the auto driving, which is very possible. So I guess in which way will you monetize it? So we internally call it robo-taxi, but really all of the vehicles that have hardware 3, which is the vast majority of our fleet, we believe will achieve full autonomy. So there will be like a Model 3 or Model Y will be a robo-taxi. Okay. Robotaxi seems to be the name of the game. In the past, Musk talked about the creation of Tesla network of robotaxi. The idea behind this would be to use both company cars and idle customer car to provide taxi service. Hey, actually, very good idea, leh. Imagine your Tesla is idle at home, right? And the self-driving function can actually like go and pick people up. And like you don't have to be the one driving. Yeah, so you are gone for the week. Tesla in the driveway, you just press a button. Then maybe Tesla will take a cut. Imagine that rivaling with Grab. While I still struggle to see how monetization will happen, the concept put forth by Elon Musk is sound. Tesla is relentlessly working on software update autonomous driving that will greatly increase the value of its asset. Therefore, it makes sense to maximize the number of Tesla out on the street, even if it means lowering of prices. It must own work, but actually we do have this unique strategic advantage that we have. We are making a car that if autonomy pans out, and we think it will, where the asset is, actually will be worth a hell lot more in the future than it is now. So it is taking to be possible to sell it at zero profit, but still have net present value of future cash flow associated with that asset is very significant. Just now we saw the FSD beta driven on the road. Just for fun, let's crunch some number on what it could look like if Tesla pull off. If Tesla can create a network of robotaxi using its autonomous driving technology, how much in revenue could they pull in? The closest thing we have to a competition is Uber technology. This company essentially provide a technology, its app, which enable it to profit from offering taxi service. Okay. So this one is a little bit too focused on the long term. I mean, it is definitely feasible, but too focused on one portion of the business itself. But rather, what we want to also see is the overall overall demand and overall market recovery. Still dynamic drop by 3%. Really kangaroo, right? Really super duper kangaroo market. Cybertruck. Lower TP to $248 per share. That's so much. Yeah, but I do think that if Tesla were to fall to like maybe $100 or even 120, right? I mean, it doesn't have to break this low, lah. It doesn't have to break this low, but probably around 120, 130 is a good buy, lah. I think it is still a good buy at a lower price, lah. The short is for temporary downside. Hey, okay, guys, it's already 11 plus. Okay, so I shall see you tomorrow. Hopefully I mean, I have a very balanced portfolio lah. I don't really care where the market heading lah. But based on all the short-term stuff that we have, right? I do hope market crash near term, but long term, I don't know lah. Okay, the long term, it doesn't matter which direction it goes. But hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, the earnings, especially the next week's earning, we do see the market crashing a bit lah, because our SPY will profit, and maybe I will put up Facebook short also, Facebook YOLO. Hopefully that can profit as well, and hopefully Tesla will go down some more lah. Okay, guys, so see you all tomorrow. Go to sleep. Have a good night. Excuse me.